froze to death. That's how
It's
cold
freezing. It really is cold. Listen, you can hear it on my microphone.
You sound like you sound like you're on a boat going like 12 knots.
Or I'm on the shoreline, and it's just, look at it, I've got that offshore breeze. That's actually the sound coming through my microphone. This thing is unbelievable. If you want to cool down, this is the way to do it. Carrie McNally, come on out here, my good buddy. It's good to see you. Do you want to be on this side or that side?
Okay,
I'll put you over there because
we have one facing. Yeah, you can really hear it on your microphone.
It's insane. We have one facing one way and one facing. So this is how it would normally be projecting.
You'd be the anchor man, and I'd be the weather guy. Yeah, totally. You can tell that things are getting pretty aggressive out here. 15 and 20 knot breezes.
That's good. You did your Jim Cantori very well.
Yeah, actually, I even brought an anemometer, right?
Yeah.
So this is a wind speed indicator, and this thing is over 13, 14 miles per hour.
Yeah.
This fan is phenomenal, and here's why: because it has a sideways facing, huge diameter centrifugal fan. Right? And this is pulling the air in through the back. And then it forces it up this beautiful, sleek, and elegant design, and then out of the louvers. And by doing that, with all that air rushing up here and out this way, it's like putting your thumb on a hose.
It's cold, too.
Oh, yeah.
The air is cold.
Absolutely. It's amplifying it. So it take a look at how hot it's getting out there. Speaking of weather reports, any place that's in the red right there is over 80 degrees to 90 degrees.
Yeah, it's gonna be 90 here, Carrie.
So what a great gift idea for Mother's Day. You could buy this for Mother's Day today, print out the receipt, put it in a card, and hand it to her on Sunday and say, just chill out, Mom.
Yeah.
Just chillax. Because this is gonna keep her cool all summer long.
Yeah.
And we mentioned earlier in the green room, we talked about zone cooling. It's the same as zone heating. You can turn the air conditioner now way down in the condominium, the home, or the apartment, and just put this where you spend most of your time.
It'll get, one summer will pay for this very, very easily, and the amount of money you will save on turning that air down. I was, Mother's Day obviously is coming this Sunday, but if you don't do Mother's Day, Father's Day, Dad, Liz, let me tell you, I have an older brother. The worst thing you could do to this guy ever is turn the heat up. He's one of those people that hates to sweat. Sure. Nobody really enjoys that unless you're working out and you're trying to sweat. You don't want to do that. But you could put this in your workout room to stay cool.
Oh,
you could put this, ladies, if you do Pilates or you have an exercise room or yoga and you want to stay cool, it's ideal for that. I love the oscillating feature. That really covers a lot of territory. It's slim and sleek and modern in design. What this does, and what really makes this special is that extreme velocity and volume of air that it moves. It is not like a traditional blade fan, which is kind of clunky and kind of cheapo. And yes, can you go buy a blade fan for $20 or $30? Sure, you replace that every year. This is technology built in.
Yep. Well, as I said, it has a huge diameter, sideways mounted centrifugal fan. The space-saving contemporary design, I believe it's an award winner. I mean, I think this is an elegant, beautiful piece that you can put in any home, regardless of your decor. It has the smart cooling eco technology, which means when it realizes that it's cool enough in the room that it's in, it automatically shuts itself off. It also has an auto shut-off timer up to 8 hours. There's a washable filter here that you can either wash with warm, soapy water and then, of course, just leave out to dry. You don't want to put a wet filter in a corded appliance. You can also vacuum the filter, and then the power cord has a built-in safety fuse. If there's any problems with the electrical flow in your home, it automatically shuts off. But when you talk about a company that's been around since 1971, this is from World and Main. Does that sound familiar? World and Main, they used to be called Howard Berger back in the day. They were established in Brooklyn in 1971. This is a company that you can really put your faith in and be proud of. If you give this as a gift for Father's Day or Mother's Day, I like the idea that you can take this to work where oftentimes you can't control where the boss puts the thermometer.
You know where I would use this, honest to God, is I have an outdoor deck with a barbecue out there.
Yeah.
And I have a couple issues. First of all, when you barbecue, the smoke's always blowing into your face because if there's no breeze out there, it's terrible.
Right.
People think in Florida or anywhere you live, oh, I'd be outside, have a nice, fun, relaxing beer outside, on my patio. It's hot out there.
Yep.
And you don't have an outdoor air conditioner. You can't really do that. I mean, I guess you could get a space one if you want to spend $500, but to spend $120 and and keep that covered patio.
Oh, yeah.
Or even your regular, bring this out on a nice day when it's hot,
Yep.
and use it to be able to cool yourself down. That's what it does. It's the volume of air. You're not going to feel this concentration of air like you will, you know, when you use a blade fan. First of all, a blade fan kind of chops the air up.
Yep.
You get like little bursts of cool air. This is a constant, voluminous, if I may use that word, chunk of air that just is nonstop. It just comes out. And that's what keeps you cool. Because remember, when we use a fan, we're usually kind of using evaporative cooling.
Right.
We're taking, you know, if we feel warm or sweaty, it blows the air on our bodies, which cools our bodies and releases the sweat. And that process makes us feel cooler. What are you, like a mile away? Where are you?
I'm 25 feet away.
Yeah.
This fan, by the way, that you're purchasing today, that you're getting home, is rated to be 30% faster as far as wind speed is concerned. I'm standing a long way away from this thing, and you know, as I come in, obviously it's going to really pick up with velocity. But remember, you have 3 speeds. So you have whisper quiet, you can sleep to it. You have strong and powerful, or you can go into that eco mode, and that will shut itself off whenever you've reached that optimum cooling in whichever room that you're in. And this fan right here, oh, you actually can hear it again on the microphone. It sounds like we're broadcasting from inside of a hurricane.
Carrie, will you talk to the remote control too? I love, if you want to sell me on something, give me a remote control.
Exactly. The idea here is you don't have to get up from your chair.
Right.
If you're watching the ball game, I was actually watching the Celtic game last night.
Right.
And you don't have to get up from your chair to cool yourself down. I love this as a gift that keeps on giving. My dad is 92 years old. He's one of the greatest generations. He's just either always cold or always warm.
Right.
And the idea of having this near his favorite chair, and of course he has a cat, Mookie. He and Mookie spend their afternoons kind of napping in this big leather chair of his. If you want to go ahead and give a gift that keeps on giving, give this to somebody, a super senior, or maybe just somebody that has an RV. This would be the perfect cooling unit for an RV or a camper, because it is so sleek and elegant in its design. Look how thin this is. I mean, this is beautifully designed. But what's happening here is the fan, and you can see the size of it here. It's a huge sideways mounted centrifugal fan. And what it's doing is it's pulling the warm air in here, and this is the filter that's completely washable. It's pushing it through this thin design, and it's forcing it out where these louvers are. And this fan is really flying, I'm telling you.
The amount of air that's coming out of here is so much different than, like we would say, a little cheapo fan.
Yeah.
And before, listen, you want to buy a cheapo fan, go ahead, because here's what's going to happen. You're going to replace that fan. It's going to make noise. I hate that when you have that clanking of the blades. It's obnoxious. It's going to make you crazy. You're never going to sleep to that fan. This would be a fan that you could sleep to, because remember, you can adjust the amount of volume of air that comes out. We have these cranked up, but you can turn it down. It's whisper quiet. I love that you have oscillating. So what that's going to do is it's not going to just hit you. It's going to hit everybody in the room. So if you use this when you're entertaining, or maybe you've got a finished basement and it's kind of stuffy down there and you want to move the air around. My brother finished up his attic and kind of did it under the radar, so to speak.
A man cave?
Yeah. So well, he didn't want to go to code. So he has certainly has air conditioning, he has fans up there. He's got all kinds of stuff up there. But it's great if you need to bring some cool air into an environment. And I will tell you, what is it now? It's May?
Yep.
By the time summer is, not even by the time summer is done, you will probably have paid for this with the money that you're saving on turning your air conditioning down. And boy, is it hot out there. Carrie, look, it's going to be 90 degrees
today. Any place that's in the red is over 80 degrees, and we've got lots of areas throughout the nation that are over 90 degrees. If you like to sweat, go get it. Yeah, if you love to sweat, go ahead and change the channel. But if there's somebody that you love that's always either hot or cold, it's a great gift that keeps on giving. If you're somebody that can't control the environment where you work and you spend 8 to 10 hours a day there, bring this to the office.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to argue, because it's such a sleek and elegant modern design. And as you'll see, I mean, this thing creates such a breeze, because remember, it has this huge sideways mounted centrifugal fan. Yeah. And what it's doing is it's pulling all the air in here, and then it's pushing it up through this super thin design and then forcing it out. It's analogous to putting your thumb over a garden hose. It just creates all this velocity.
You've got directional fins here, so you can direct the airflow anywhere you want. If you want it to be sort of like, people level, right up there where it kind of goes up, it's perfect. It's also ideal. A lot of people love having these too if you like to cook and you get kind of smoke or stuff in your house. Sure. And you need to move that stuff out in a hurry. This is not so bulky and heavy that you can't move it from place to place. place. If you want to bring it in your bedroom to sleep at night, it's great. I mentioned earlier, take it out on the patio when it's hot and stuffy out there and the air's not moving, and you're hanging out with your friends and it's hot, or to the barbecue. I mean, you always bring it in if it starts raining, but
you can hear it. You can hear it on your microphone.
You really can.
Weighs 10.45 pounds, so it's less than 11 pounds, so it's completely portable. But I really do appreciate the fact that it's got such an elegant, modern, sleek design. And that function is followed by the form, because that sideways mounted fan, as I said, forces the air up this slim design and then shoots it right out of the levers, and that increases the velocity, rated to be 30% faster and stronger than a typical tower fan because of that sideways mounted centrifugal fan.
If you want to get it home, it's only $28 or 28, or does that say 24? 24.
$24.40.
Better. It's only $24.40 to get it home if you want to try it out and see if it works out for you. I want you to think of this as kind of like a better looking version and a more sleek version of like a pedestal fan. You know, you buy those fans and they're really tippy, and they kind of look like they're going to fall over at any minute, and you kind of have to adjust them with your hands to get them to go up or down. You don't have to do this. You have the little fans, the little fins there, so you can direct whatever it is you need to direct. And by the way, like we said, it has, see, this is one of the few fans that has that screen filter that you can wash out, so things like cat hair, you know the stuff. Do you ever take a pillow and pop it like that in the sun? Woo, it's all over. You're breathing that stuff in. This is gonna trap a lot of that too, because you have, on the intake on the back, there's a screen that helps to get those bigger pieces and take advantage of them. What are you doing back there?
Okay, I was just kind of demonstrating how far out, because it's hard, obviously, to see that on television, but I'm 20, 25 feet away from this thing, and it's moving at a great clip. And that means it's going to be cooling you regardless of where you are in the room. Now, I'm going to move out of the way here, because otherwise this is going to hit my mic like it's a tornado. But as you
can do it on both of us.
Yeah.
You can hear it. It's really powerful. And I mean, if you buy a fan,
guys in the studio.
Well, and I know it's making noise and it's kind of obnoxious to our sound guys upstairs, but we don't care. But what we're trying to make a point is that if you buy a fan because you want that. You want to feel the air blowing on you.
Yeah.
I hate to sweat. I have a workout room in the back. I changed Danny's old playroom and turned it into a workout room, and it's kind of stuffy back there. You got dudes back there working out, so you want to kind of keep that air moving around. It's perfect for that. And do me a favor, don't wait until July when it's freaking so hot outside.
Yeah, we only have 500.
And the only thing available is that cheap box fan that you can get at whatever you call it.
Like you said, when you fire it up, it goes clink, 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 clink,
Yeah,
clink,
it's
clink,
nice.
clink.